Welcome back to another episode of the Craftavore Tastes. Today we are diving into a beer I am super excited about. This is a brand new, just released yesterday, double IPA from Industrial Arts in collaboration with Interboro Ales and Spirits. This is Go Joe. Super excited about these guys. I'm a little bit bummed. The only reason is because the first beer from Industrial Arts that I actually wanted to review on the channel is their Wrench New England style IPA. Haven't gotten around to it yet, but a little bit of a sneak preview. In my opinion, it is the singular best accessible year-round shelf New England style IPA in the New York metro area. Yup, I said it. And I wanted to actually review that beer first before I dived into this one, but I just literally picked this up from the brewery yesterday. Super stoked to get into it, so figured, hey, let's just do the opposite. All right. So, Go Joe, as I mentioned, is a double IPA from Industrial Arts and Interboro. If you don't know anything about Industrial Arts, they are located in Garnerville, New York, which is Rockland County, aka West Haverstraw, if you're familiar with the area. And it's actually owned by a gentleman by the name of Jeff O'Neill. And so, if you have lived in the New York State area or within New York State itself for the last 15 years and are a fan of craft beer, you probably know the name Jeff Chief O'Neill. He is a longtime award-winning brewer. Started off his New York State career, at least, at Ithaca Brewing Company, and was responsible for their Flower Power IPA, if anybody knows that one. One of those IPAs that is kind of credited with bringing the West Coast style of IPAs to the East Coast. That was Jeff's original recipe. And then he moved on to Peekskill Brewing, and basically took what was brew pub that did really good food and not so great beer and turned them into an award-winning brewery. And then just about 2 years ago, he opened up his own place, and that's Industrial Arts. So this is a collab with Interboro, as I mentioned, and Go Joe being a double IPA. It is a double IPA. Hold on, I'll try to get some things here. With Citra. And I believe at the end of this beer, they actually added orange juiced extract, if I'm not mistaken. The name's kind of funky, Go Joe. Like, if you look at the can right there, I originally thought that it was like G.I. Joe. But then I kind of look on the back and it says, nice citrus ingredient for removing tough days, contains Citra hops. So if you look at the if you look at the can right there, it's kind of like the artwork it's like a cleaning product. I'm not sure exactly what Chief and Jesse from Interboro were going after, but it sounds super awesome. So let's go ahead, obviously, get this one into a glass. Let's get the appearance. Let's get the aroma. We'll do the taste, and then we'll rate it. All right, so pulling out my Industrial Arts glass. Always proper when you can. Let's pop a top on this one right now and get into a glass. All right. Pour it right in. Crazy, crazy, super hazy already. Oh my God, I'm already smelling orange. Ha! Let's take a look at this beer, bring it up right up to the camera. Haze for days, baby. Yup. Murky for months. Unclear for years. Whatever you want to call it. Super hazy, New England style IPA. Got an interesting little bit of head going on there. Just about a finger there of let me just pull it in there, like a tremendous amount of bubbles there. Super, super compact. Looks kind of awesome in the glass. Let's go ahead and get our nose into it and get an aroma. Holy shit. Wow. That's Orangina. Oh my God, that's freaking crazy. So, you get an amazing blast, just a waft of orange and grapefruit. Like, I'm not joking. When I literally say it smells like Orangina, like, it smells like freaking Orangina. Orange, grapefruit. Oh, maybe even like a little peach and kind of apricot there on the back end. It's 8.2% ABV double IPA, so you even get a little bit of sweetness of those malts. But it literally smells like fucking Orangina. All right, let's go ahead and get a taste. Cheers. Wow. Woo! It's green. Like I said, today's February 23rd. This thing was canned on the 22nd. Wow. So it tastes like Orangina. Huge blast of orange and grapefruit up front. The bitterness right now is slightly aggressive. I think, to be perfectly honest with you, this beer needs a little time to mellow. Some things that I've found out about New England style IPAs from Industrial Arts. I do like them kind of fresh, but I find the sweet spot is like 10 to 14 days. This is probably one of those beers that could use it. Super big orange, grapefruit up front, blast of both of those notes, but at the same time, it's aggressive in a kind of like orange and grapefruit like peel or like rind. And there's a bitterness that comes from both. It's as if you kind of like scraped a little bit of that white, out of those fruit rinds. You're getting that kind of like intense taste and aromatics as it relates to both orange and grapefruit. Go back in one more time. Yeah. Again, a little bit harsh in terms of the astringency. That's more than likely just the fact that the beer probably needs a little time to mellow out. The taste is super interesting. Like I said, it's like pure Orangina. The mouth feels a little bit lighter than kind of what I was expecting. When I first kind of poured it out, I was going to be like, oh, that's going to be kind of like a chewy beer, but it's actually kind of not. Like, again, it's very Orangina. Like, I hate to keep on kind of bringing that up, but it's even got some effervescence to it that lends itself to kind of tasting very, very similar to like an orange fruit juice drink. All right, let's give this one a rating, man. Like I said, I think it needs a little bit of time to mellow out. It is super aggressive at the moment. I dig it, man. Like, I like it. Right now, I'm going to give it a 4 caps. I think it has the potential in maybe 10 to 14 days. Like I said, that's kind of my sweet spot for my tastes, to kind of be even more kicked up. I'm interested maybe on the channel here. Maybe I'll come back and review it again in maybe 10 days to 2 weeks. I'll hold on to a can and maybe I'll do kind of like a part two kind of thing and see if things have changed. But right now it's a 4 cap beer. Really interesting, very tasty, very pungent, very aggressive. Probably just needs a little bit kind of extra time, a little too green. All right. That's it for the Craftavore Tastes. I hope you join me for another episode where I drink, I review, I rate, and I repeat. Cheers.